What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So we just got breaking news. The Atlanta Falcons are benching Kirk Cousins and going to start Michael Penix for the rest of the season in their playoff push at the moment. This is a very interesting decision. Let's go ahead and jump in and talk about every single factor that goes into this. Let's jump in and do a Michael Penix Atlanta Falcons rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So I went back to our last Falcons rebuild because I remember we started Penix eventually in that video, but it took us until like the third season to do it. Well, in this one, we're going to do it immediately. Penix is going to start right away. We let Kirk start in season 2 last time. We're not doing that today, obviously. They're rolling with Penix, and depending on how he does, he'll probably take the job going forward. I will say, though, this is somewhat risky, in my opinion. Kirk is playing awful, so I do get the decision, don't get me wrong. But rookie quarterbacks in their first start sometimes don't always look that great. We saw week 1, Jaden, Caleb, Bo, all didn't look all that great in their first start. I will say it's obviously, you know, we're in week 16 now, so it's not like Penix has been learning on the sideline, and there's going to be film to watch on some of these teams. And they're not playing too tough of teams. Like, obviously, Washington and Atlanta got pivoted to Sunday Night Football, and I'm a Commanders fan, so that game's gonna be crazy. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. But I do get the decision. I do think it's risky, though. I'll just say that, but I do understand it because Kirk has been playing really bad. So we're gonna put Michael Penix as a starter for the rest of the season, and we are going to find out if this team is going to make the playoffs according to Madden, because it's a very, very tight race right now. Because Washington is the one team you're trying to take the spot from, or you're trying to win your division over the Bucks too, because they've beaten the Bucks head-to-head twice. The Bucks, I believe, have an easy schedule as well. So it's going to be very interesting. These last 3 weeks of the NFL season, about to be crazy. Let's go ahead, so with the rest of this season, and let's see if they think the Falcons will make the playoffs by starting Michael Penix Jr. So at the end of the season, we do end up making the playoffs at 9-8. We did beat Washington, but we lost to Carolina in the last game of the season. So did Washington miss the playoffs because they lost? And yeah, they did. I will say that would be a nightmare scenario as a Commanders fan. I know we're like ahead of schedule, but damn, that would suck. Like, I thought we were making playoffs pretty much since, you know, we started 7-2. I'm like, damn, this is about to be a playoff team. And now it really comes down to that Falcons game. I think whoever wins that is going into the playoffs, which is really scary to think about. I never thought it'd come down to one game, but that might be the scenario we find ourselves in, because Philly's going to be a tough team. But enough about the Commanders. We made the playoffs at 9-8, so that's pretty exciting. We're also the winners of the division, so it looks like the Bucks probably finished at 9-8 too. Yeah, they did. So let's go take a look to see how Penix did in his starts, though. So offensively, finished at 5th in the NFL, and defensively, we were 17th in the NFL. So Penix in the 3 starts, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, so not bad. Threw for 812 yards. That's nice. Yeah, Bijan with 1,200 yards finished the season. Drake London 1,000. Darnell Mooney 1,000 as well. And defensively, sacks wise, you had 6 from Arnold, 5.5 from Judon, David. I don't know what I was about to say. David, and then 3.5 from Kaden Ellis and 2.5 from Grady Jarrett, which I recognize we didn't even really look at the defense because I was so focused in on talking about Michael Penix. So let's go take a look at the team in general, of course. But this team, I mean, it's got a lot of good things in the secondary. Mike Hughes is the one guy that teams seem to pick on, but obviously offensively, you have London, Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod. There's a lot to throw to on offense, which is why Kirk should not be struggling. And then you got Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates, which is obviously a phenomenal safety duo. And you got a lot of things to like on the defense. So this is a very talented team. Well, let's see how we do in these playoffs. We're going to have a home game against Minnesota, which obviously won't be an easy team. So let's see if we can come out here, beat the Vikings, and go on a playoff run. All right, so wild card weekend here against the Minnesota Vikings. Michael Penix's first start in the playoffs, obviously being a rookie, and we will go up 7-0. So we're off to a good start, as defensively we're playing well thus far. The Vikings, of course, are a really good team, but we have a 2-position lead already. So I noticed immediately in the Falcons video, last Falcons video, as soon as we started Michael Penix, he was a baller right away. So Madden seems to think that Penix is going to be really good, as we beat the Vikings 27-0, which is just not something I see happening, but I guess you never know. We'll take that, and we'll move on to the next round. I definitely did not see that coming, but the Vikings, Sam Darnold would probably just piss away that entire contract he's going to get this offseason by doing something like that. But I guess let's get to the next round. And for the next round, we're going to be playing another NFC North opponent as we welcome in the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love, who usually go into the Super Bowl, it feels like. So I have a feeling this is where our road probably ends, but I guess we'll see. So far 0-0. And now we're up 7-0. Are we really about to make it to the NFC Championship? It's 7-14. We had a 14-0 lead for a second, but Green Bay is now going to tie it up. But we're going to go... oh, we got a field goal, and we got an interception from Jesse Bates. Can we go up 20? Okay, so that's going to allow the Packers... No, they did not. There's a minute 54 left on the clock. If we obviously... keep the ball, the Packers will get the ball back, then we win the game. But we got another interception, and that's going to be all she wrote. So just like that, we're headed to the NFC Championship, which is just kind of crazy to think about. So there was only 148 yards for Penix in the last game, but this time 224, 65% completion percentage, and a touchdown. So let's go see how we do in the NFC Championship. It'll be interesting to see who's there. If I had to guess, it'll probably be Philadelphia, but we'll see. And as I expected, it is going to be the Battle of the Birds here. The Philadelphia Eagles find themselves in front of us in this NFC Championship game. So let's see if Penix can go on the road at the Link and win a road playoff game to get us into the Super Bowl already. I mean, this would be quite an accomplishment in your rookie season. And we're up 7-0 just like that. And now we're up 14-0. Holy moly. This team is balling in the simulation thus far. And we're up 17-7, but the Eagles might get back in this game. But we keep scoring. Are they going to take the lead here? They do. Now, I'm not going to jump in, but can Michael Penix go get a game-winning drive for us here? And no. Okay, we have 33 seconds left. No timeouts. All we need to do is get in field goal range. You know what? Let's jump in and make it happen, dude. We're one game away from freaking getting into the Super Bowl, dude. That would be freaking crazy if we're actually able to pull this off. So... let's see how this goes, man. I really don't... I think Mooney might be there for... oh, that's going to be on Mitchell. And it was kind of there, but I guess it didn't work out. So Younghoe Koo is our kicker. And I forgot to put the other kicking meter on. I hate the new kicking meter, by the way. I mean, some of you have seen my videos. You probably already know that. But the new kicking meter, in my opinion, is so bad. I hate it. So if I get close enough, I'm letting the AI kick the field goal because I will miss it 1,000%. And... I'm just willing to admit where I'm not good. So now I'm going to go to London here and see if London can make a... nope. So we can't get anything. We're trying to get in field goal range. We obviously have no timeout. So we're being... I guess we're just taking deep shots so far. And they've been one-on-one. So I haven't regret what we've done. Ray McLeod is going to be... no. It's going to have to be... that's going to be an interception, isn't it? Nope. 4th and 10. Actually, low-key found the incompletion. All right. Now, this is where things get interesting. I don't think we're going to be able to make it happen, but I'm going to go shot, save, clock. That way, we maybe get out of bounds, but I'm going to throw Kadero Hodge, of all people, on a go route and see if the safety leaves him open. If not, we might have to hit Ray Rim. He might be there, dude. Low key, he might be there. He is there. No way. No freaking way that worked out. Oh, my gosh. We're going to walk off and win this game. And that's all she wrote. We're on to the Super Bowl in Penix's first season. Actually first, 8 starts at this point? All right, well, let's go see. We're going to play in the Super Bowl. I did not expect something like this to occur. So I'm glad we were able to come in and clutch up and get us into the Super Bowl after we, made it to the NFC Championship. So we've made it this far. Will we get a Super Bowl in year 1 in like the 9th start for Michael Penix? We'll find out. Is it 9th start? Because that's 3, and then we just started 3. Or I guess it's the 7th start. Sorry, my math is off. But we get another Birds team, and that is the Baltimore Ravens. So once again, the Battle of the Birds, Falcons, Ravens, and it is a 0-0 game thus far. Can we go score on our first drive? No. Defense is playing great thus far, but I didn't notice they got a safety, but now it's 9-0. I didn't even realize they got a safety earlier. So now it's 9-7. We get the ball at a half, and I thought we could take the lead there, but instead we kicked the field goal, and now they're going to score. Okay, so we got to the Super Bowl, but we're going to fall short, unfortunately, although we made things interesting, 25-17. But damn, man, the fact that we made it at all is crazy to me. Penix, you are a freaking stud according to Madden, but he'll have another season starting. Kirk Cousins clearly will not be the starter anymore. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So Penix has gotten a job and he ran with it, and maybe that's what he'll do in real life as well. We'll find out. His first start will be against the Giants, so that will help. Should be a team that's, beatable. I actually don't mind the benching of Kirk, because now that I think about it, I remember the last time Kirk needed to win a game to get into the playoffs, and it was against, or this probably wasn't the last time, but PTSD is letting me remember where Kirk was playing the Giants, and if we won, we were in the playoffs, and he threw like 2 interceptions and was just horrendous the entire game. So maybe he'd do the same thing. I don't know. he hasn't been good lately. And Penix obviously is phenomenal according to Madden. So let's get the resigning stage and let's put a roster around Michael Penix. The first thing I want to look at is, I know Kirk can be either traded or cut. I can't remember exactly. So actually it said, well, so we won't save any money by trading him away, or sorry, by cutting him, unfortunately. But maybe we're just better off keeping him. I know there's a path where the Falcons could trade him, I guess, I think. But we don't really save any money by cutting him currently. Let's see if there's anybody else we could cut to save some money. Not that I'm like looking to do that, but just in case there is anybody that's like obvious, like Grady Jarrett. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We could cut Caleb McGarry. Let's just go see who's a free agent first, and then I guess for our re-signing stage anyway, and then we'll figure that all out. So Drake London's a 5th-year option. Justice Simmons a free agent, which I'd like to keep him back or get him back. Drew Dahlman, Richie Grant, Rondell Moore, who got hurt before the season started, if I remember correctly, and then Mike Hughes. Okay, so I do want to obviously accept Drake London's 5th-year option. That's a no-brainer. Justin Simmons, I really do want to bring back. I'd love to keep him and Jesse Bates for another couple seasons because, you know, we're trying to go win a Super Bowl. Penix just got us there. So let's keep this path going. And Justin Simmons is going to stick around, so that's good. Dahlman's the other guy I definitely would like to keep around for our starting center position. Let's see if he'll stick around. Doesn't leave us with a lot of money, and he's going to say no thanks. So he doesn't want to sign with us, unfortunately. Judon, probably going to have to let go. All right, so we have $12 million in cap space. So we're going to go to free agency, and we'll kind of see what we can do because we could cut a lot of different veterans, but you know, that's going to leave us with a lot of gaping holes too. So we got to see what the best equal, you know, medium is. But one thing we need to do, I didn't want to turn this on yet because I didn't want them to put in Kirk after we put in Penix, but I'm going to put the auto reader depth chart on auto now since the generate best lineup is still broken in Madden. Stupid. But all right, let's go look at the lineup. So full lineup. Let's see if there's anybody that's like just an obvious cut. Penix already is up to start development, so Kirk's never going to see the field again here, obviously. We got Mooney, Rayburn, McLeod. So wide receiver, honestly, all the weapons on offense feel great, and the only position that we need in the offensive line is the center position. So we can go get a center. That'd be great. And Dahlman was someone we tried to bring back. We failed at it. But yeah, I probably won't touch the offense other than the center position. Defensively, you have Ellis, Arnold. Yeah, okay, so yeah, David down here as well. You do need a D tackle. We just signed Justin Simmons back to bring, and then corner. Mike Hughes was the other guy that walked. I think we should probably draft a corner. Maybe we should draft a linebacker as well. Okay, so as far as like who we could cut, I guess we could start Rook. I don't know why he's not starting already. Why is he not, or is he not listed at D tackle? I don't know. What's his position? He is a right end. Okay, that's why he's not starting D tackle. Okay, although it says he's a 73 overall there, so maybe we could move him there. Now it's all that D tackle spot because he's young enough that we could rock with. I think I remember drafting him in other Maddens because his name was so unique. So I'm going to put him to D tackle because it says he'd be fine there. So that'll give us a starter there. So we won't have to worry about the D tackle spot unless if there's just a good D tackle in the draft we can't pass on. So that's going to solve that for now. So we'll have Rook start there, which is fine. So yeah, linebacker or pass rush and corner is probably the main thing we need. And the middle linebacker wouldn't hurt either. But not a lot of money to work with as we saw in free agency. But that's fine because we're obviously on the path. You know, if we could cut Kirk and save a lot of money, that'd be awesome. We just can't do that, unfortunately. So let's see what we got. So Ryan Kelly's here, who I seem to get all the time. But I would love to just get our previous center back, although there is going to be market for him, so I don't know we'll get him back. So maybe we go look at some of the other positions. So middle linebacker, we have Bobby Wagner, Jamie Sherwood, which 25 years old and is a scheme fit. Don't mind that. Judon. So maybe we try, and then Baron Browning's here too. Ooh, I like that. Baron Browning, or we could go get I mean, could we find a way to get both? I doubt it. Let's see if we can get both these guys. Baron Browning, this would complete our linebacker position. Could we get Jamie and Sherwood and Baron Browning? I doubt it, but I'm gonna try anyway. Let's see. I maybe have enough to do this. I maybe will have enough to pull this off. Let's see. So Baron Browning and Sherwood to solve the linebacker issues. Maybe we get both of them. That'd be fantastic if we did. But we're definitely gonna have a competition with Baron Browning. So let's see. So we get Sherwood at least. That's good. But we don't get Baron Browning. But there's gonna be a pass rusher in the draft. Or yeah, in the draft. So I guess at this point, we do lose out on Dahlman and also Ryan Kelly. So I guess we can go for David Andrews. Has no offers right now. So we could do that. It's not the most ideal position to be in, but it's better than nothing. So Andrews, we'll sign right away. So we got him, and now we'll head to the draft for the rest of our needs. So pass rusher, corner is 100% like the first things we'll look at the top of the draft. Although we'll have a very late pick here because how far we made it, obviously. All right, so we'll be picking at number 31 after making it to the Super Bowl, and we'll see who's available when we get there. Corner, pass rusher. Obviously, those two positions we're looking at. We got a center. So Isaiah Bond, Tez Johnson, Connolly go. So I think we might have a corner available to us. Let's see who is there. So we have a bunch of quarterbacks, which we're not in the business of taking, but Tacario Davis sounds decent to me. But is there any other linebacker that makes sense? You have Hairston as well and Everett out of Georgia, but I do think we'll settle on Tacario Davis here to give ourselves another corner opposite of Terrell. So welcome to Atlanta, Tacario Davis. Going to be number 59 true value. Going to be hidden dev corner. We needed one, so welcome to the team, Tacario Davis. Feeling good about that first selection, and now we go to our second round pick and hope that there is a pass rusher here that can replace Matthew Judon. So we got Arnold on the other side, so we do have a couple guys. Let's see how good they truly are. So we have Tyler Warren, which we don't need a tight end, although Pitts is very shaky at best, but I think you definitely still just rock with him. So we could get Shamar Stewart and move him to linebacker. We can go Jalen Walker out of Georgia. Let's see what he's looking like. So he's got D zone, A pursuit, C man coverage, B injury, A hit power, and okay. So we obviously don't need him to cover. We need him to go after the quarterback. So is that who we want to go with? Is the question. So Warren, or is there anybody else? Jalen Walker, or we want to come down here to like David Bailey out of Stanford. Does he look good at all? Not necessarily. So we didn't scout linebackers that much. It looks like. And Shamar Stewart would be the other guy. But I do think ultimately, I don't think I've taken Jalen Walker before, so I'm hoping he'll be kind of the answer. We'll take him here, hope it works out, and we'll see how that pick ends up. So number 9 true value. He is hidden dev, though, so that gives us a linebacker that we can feel good about. So not bad. And now we'll go to round 3, and we'll see what's available to us here. No specific position. I'll probably just draft best available at this point. Another corner wouldn't hurt, but we'll just kind of see what's here, like I said. So we have Ritzy, we have Colby, we have Colin Oliver, we have a tight end and Gunnar Helm. We have another corner. Another corner definitely piques my interest. So what Jason Marshall out of Florida. Coverage doesn't look all that great, though. We have to keep in mind this is a late third-round pick, though, so we're not going to get the best bang for our buck. Connor Colby, Oliver, or we can take a tight end to give Penix another weapon to throw to. Or do we want to come down to, like, Defana out of Utah? I mean, I don't know. What do we want to do here? I guess we could take Junior Tefanu, or however you say his name, and he is a bad pick, so we just sold that bag pretty badly. Oh, well, what can you do? So overall, decent offseason, but we're going to have a lot more money to work with once Kirk is off our books, which should come next offseason. But this is going to be the full season of Michael Penix starting. We just made it to the Super Bowl with him, so I'm only can imagine we'll make the playoffs once again and be a surefire contender when we're there. So let's go take a look at the lineup for year number 2, as we won't touch anything with the scheme because clearly the playbook worked last year, and now they want to start Kirk Cousins. What are we doing, dude? We're not starting Kirk Cousins. So Andrews, McGarry, Lindstrom, Burgeon, Jake Matthews. You got Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Raven McLeod, Kyle Pitts. On the defense side of football, which is obviously kind of where we drafted. So Walker's a 71 overall hidden dev, so we'll take that. And Tacario Davis is only a 74 overall, but we're going to have to hope he could develop into something for us. So I'm going to run it back. Once again, same lineup for the most part. We obviously added a couple pieces, nothing too crazy. Made it to the Super Bowl last year. Seems like Penix was extremely good. Will that result in the same kind of thing this simulation and these playoffs? I guess we'll find out. Let's simulate year 2, and let's see if we're back in the playoffs once again. And are we going to go back to the Super Bowl again? We'll find out. So at the end of year 2, we do not make the playoffs. We actually finish at 6-11, which is pretty disappointing because I thought we'd be surely in the playoffs no matter what based off how last year went, but I was dead wrong. So offensively, 16th in the NFL, but it looks like we were still really good in offense, or Penix was still good anyway. Defensively, though, we weren't so great. 37-15 for Michael Penix, so a really solid season out of him still, but overall, really disappointing. It looks like our defense was really bad, so that might be something we really need to focus on this offseason. Which we will absolutely do. So we're definitely going to, make a huge emphasis on fixing this defense. And one thing that's going to help out a ton is, like I said, we get to cut Kirk Cousins. Like, we get to move on from him. I think we'll have an out on his contract, I'm pretty sure. And we'll have a lot of money freed up if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's how it'll work. But I could be wrong, and that would suck if I'm wrong. But if we can get rid of him, and we'll have cap space open up in general, we could rehaul the defense, and we should be golden for year 3. So $78 million in cap space. I'm assuming before that's even, I'm gonna assume that's even before cutting Kirk Cousins away. So we'll take a look and see if that is in fact the case. So let's look at team salaries, as I said, and we'll see what that's looking like. So, Kirk Cousins, where are you? And maybe he's gone already. Did he retire? He did retire. So maybe that is with him not on the roster anymore. Michael Penix has 2 years left. So no more Kirk Cousins. Looks like he's just gone. And there's no obvious cuts here. So I thought we'd free up even more money, but I was wrong, which is fine. Let's just go take a look to see who is a free agent. 78 million, still a lot to work with. We don't have to resign Drake London yet. That's next offseason. We have Bijan, which is a 5th-year option, which we'll accept. Kyle Pitts. It's interesting because, like I said, he's not been great. Algier has been a big part of what the Falcons do, so I'll probably bring him back. Same thing with Caden Ellis. Grady Jarrett would probably let go. Anderson would probably let go. David would probably let go. Baskerville at 23. Probably resign him. 70 overall, 23 years old. Let's just, I mean, he should be fairly cheap. So let's see if we can get him back. And it looks like, wait, did Jesse Bates retire on us, or am I tripping? Or was that, I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that. But Kyle Pitts, I think you bring him back. I do still think you bring him back. So he will stick around, although it'll be interesting to see what his future is in Atlanta. Algier, like I said, is a big part of what the Falcons do, so we'll keep him around. Arnold, would love to keep him opposite of obviously our other linebackers, so keeping him would be great. And he wants to play for a new team, he says, so maybe go for a different pass rusher. Caden Ellis, still somebody I want to bring back, but that should leave us with about, nope, gonna test free agency. All right, well, maybe some of these guys leaving us for the best anyway. All right, well, whatever. We're gonna go into free agency, and we'll have what, 60 or $58 million, about $60 million in cap space to work with. So we'll go replace what we need. But I think one of our safeties might have retired on us. Did I'm assuming maybe Justin Simmons retired, because I thought we had our safety kind of locked up, unless if they're both listed at the same safety position, which is possible. So no, yeah, he is. So they're listed at free safety, which makes sense. So we're gonna move, I guess, Simmons to strong safety, because I still want him to start. He's a superstar X Factor now, but that makes sense why that was like that. So Simmons, Jesse Bates still remains our safety duo. Both are superstar X Factors. I do acknowledge that Simmons is getting older though. 81 overall though, so I'll still take a superstar X Factor 81. Draymond Sherwood up to 79. Jalen Walker's a 74. Okay, so corner, and then our D line definitely needs some work too. All right, so there's definitely going to be quite a bit we need to add on the defense side of the football. Definitely need another corner for sure. We have our number one, but we definitely need another corner opposite of AJ Terrell to replace Phillips, and then Turcario can be the third corner still. Okay. Offensively, we need a right tackle. That's all we need on the offense. Well, a third wide receiver too, but we can maybe even draft that. But right tackle becomes number one priority here. We could get a different center too, but center or right tackle is mainly the main thing we kind of need right now. Although we could find a way to put Hennessy in there, I guess, but probably won't roll with that. All right. Let's go to free agency. $16 million in cap space. Mainly, I'm going to focus on the defense, but I will go ahead and take a look to see if there's any offensive options we can get to. All right, so I've made 3 offers here in free agency. One of them is kind of a luxury buy. We don't need Mike Evans, but imagine Mike Evans and Drake London as teammates. It's kind of crazy to think about. Kendall Fuller would be the exact corner we kind of need opposite of Terrell. And I'm trying to get Odafe to replace Arnold, I guess, but we'll see how that works out. Might not be able to get him. So let's see. We do get Fuller and Mike Evans, but we do not get Odafe, which I figured might end up happening to us. But hopefully Arnold is still here. We can just bring him back, and he is still available. So we're just going to bring him back, hopefully. And we won't have to pay. And that's going to free up even more money for us to make other offers. So that's probably for the best. We got Mike Evans, which is cool. All right, so let's take a look at some of these other options. So David we can bring back too, or there's Pascal or Turner. But I do kind of like the idea of bringing in, he got signed to the Raiders. Hassan Reddick, I mean, I guess doesn't sound too bad. We could also bring Grady Jarrett, who's been a long time Falcon. So I think Falcons fan would feel good if we can get him a ring on this team. So we'll bring him back. So Grady Jarrett, we'll bring him back. And then there's David, who I think is done. I think he used to play for the Saints, if I remember correctly. Davenport, who's a star development left in. We could still draft a left in, but I definitely will make an offer at Davenport and see if we get him. So that feels like a decent haul. But yeah, having Evans in London is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about that. Grady Jarrett, Arnold, and Marcus Davenport. If we get those guys, that would complete what I'm looking for. And we got all 3. W. All right, now we go to the draft, and probably we'll still look to draft a tackle in somewhere in the draft. We didn't get that at all. Let's go to the draft because we have no money left available to us. But I think we spent it wisely. Maybe Evans was maybe not the most well spent money. But again, like I said, London, Mike Evans, I mean, those tall pieces or tall weapons to throw to would be amazing in the red zone. So I'm happy about having them. Let's take a look what else we can do on defense. I know on offense, the one thing is going to be right tackle, but Evans and London or Darnell Mooney sounds like a ton of fun. And then you still have Kyle Pitts and Bijan. So yeah, our offense is going to be unstoppable. Defensively, we need another middle linebacker. So that's another thing we absolutely need. And then we definitely need, well, middle linebacker, I guess, is kind of the main thing we need. We got Kendall Fuller. We have Rook, Davenport, and Grady Jarrett on the D-line. So that looks a little bit better. Still not fantastic, but it looks okay. So middle linebacker, younger or backup safeties definitely could use some work too. Don't get me wrong there. So if we can get like a safety in somewhere in the top 3, that probably top 3 picks in the draft would probably be ideal. Let's go take a look and kind of see what we can do. So we're picking at number... Do we not have a first... Or no, we're picking at 7. I was about to say, I don't see us. Do we not have a first round pick? No, we're picking at 7. Okay. So number 7 should get us somebody incredibly good. So let's see who is available to us on the board. Who do we take here? So we got DJ Hicks, which gives us a D tackle, but probably won't wear... I mean, we could take the right tackle. We don't need a wide receiver. We could take Caleb Downs as well with our first round pick. I don't think there's a middle linebacker that's going to be worth taking here, so we probably won't do that. We take a safety with our first round pick. No, I think we take a tackle. I think we got to take a tackle. So I'm going to get the Miami tackle, give ourselves our tackle, which we absolutely need anyway. So this gives Penix more protection. And then the rest will be spent on, I didn't even see if he's hitting dev, but I'm pretty sure he is. So the rest will be spent on defense. So we got our tackle. That's all we needed. And now we go take a look at some defensive options. All right. Is there a middle linebacker that exists here? I doubt it. Maybe. Okay, there is actually one down here, and that is Barton out of Utah. So we might have to take him because we definitely need his services. That's probably where we'll go with this, unfortunately. So might be reaching just a tad bit, but we definitely need someone there. So Leonard Barton, welcome to Atlanta. Let's see how he ends up. Number 21 true value. Normal dev, so not hidden, which sucks. Would love to have seen him as hidden dev. But what can he do? So now we'll make one last pick. And honestly, to me, this probably needs to be a safety. We need some depth there. Could have taken Caleb Downs earlier, but I passed on and took a tackle instead. All right, so we got Brown, which I think makes a ton of sense here. So that's probably who we'll end up taking. So welcome to Atlanta, Shaheem Brown. And we'll make one last pick in round 4, but he is only normal dev as well, but still gives us some depth there. He'll be at least 70 plus overall. One last pick, round 4, early round 4 pick. We'll see who's available to us there. And we'll call it good and try to, get back in the playoffs. So we'll see if this is enough to fix our defense. So linebackers or a power rushing linebacker. So I think we take another linebacker here, I guess. We'll take Rojas here with this selection. So Tony Rojas, welcome to Atlanta. See what he ends up being. Not a great pick, which I usually screw up in round 4 anyway. So whatever. All right, I'm going to end it there. Let the AI take care of the rest, and we'll go look at the lineup for year number 3. All right, so let's take a look at the lineup for year number 3. We have an 88 overall offense and an 84 overall defense. So should be good enough, I imagine, get us back into the postseason. Maybe even get a bye. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, right tackle, 77 overall was a great pick. We have Mike Evans, Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Darnell Mooney. The offensive line is pretty damn good. Center position could be better, but overall, it's a good offensive line. Defensively, you got Jesse Bates, Joan Walker. Barton's a 75 overall starter, so I'll take that. Brown's a backup, 74 overall. We'll take that as well. You have Fuller, Takario Davis, Clark Phillips. I mean, there's a lot to like here. I think this defense should be better, hopefully anyway. We'll see how it ends up going. We'll simulate year 3. The hopes that we'll be back in the postseason just like we were in year number 1, where we made it to the Super Bowl. So at the end of year 3, we finished up at 13-4, but that is not good enough to get the bye. We lost to the Baltimore Ravens in week 18. Unfortunately, the Packers edged us out for the bye at 14-3, and the Eagles are here as well. But ultimately, a good season. We're back in the playoffs like we wanted. We get Seattle in round 1. So let's take a look at the player stats as Penix threw 52 touchdowns, which is insane. Second in the NFL on offense, and defensively was top 15. So we'll take that over the alternative from last year. 52-15. This man is a freaking beast in Madden, bro. I think I remember something like this in the previous video too, when I had to start him eventually. It's pretty insane what this man does in Madden. 9 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, 1,200 yards from Mooney, 1,100 from Mike Evans, and then 948 from Drake London, and Kyle Pitts, 800 yards, 9 touchdowns. Bijan, 300 yards on the ground, or receiving wise too. You had 10 sacks from Jalen Walker, which was our pick from last year. 10 from Marcus Davenport, free agency signing. Arnold, 6.5. 6.5 from Grady Jarrett, and then 2.5 from Rook. Then you had 4 interceptions from Terrell, 3 from Fuller, 1 from Walker, 1 from Barton, 1 from Brown, 1 from Sherwood. Overall, things were just a lot better. Looks like we got a lot of takeaways. All right, well, none of this matters, man, because we may have gone 13-4, but we're trying to go win the damn Super Bowl. We're already there once, so let's see if we can get back there again, and maybe this time go win the damn thing. I'm actually curious to see who Seattle is starting at this point for Wild Card Weekend. It is Nico. Okay, so it's the Tennessee quarterback who squares off against Ohio State this Saturday in the college football playoffs. So that should be fun. I think I'll be watching that game as well. 7-0 start, but the Seahawks will respond with a field goal. Are they going to take the lead here? No, they're going to kick another field goal. We need to score, Penix. Where are those 52 touchdowns at? There's another score. But the Seahawks will almost tie it up. They actually missed a 2-point conversion, but we drain out the clock. So we beat them in the first one. Wildcard weekend goes to us, 12-14. We need more offense than that. What did we just see in the regular season? 52 touchdowns. I need 3 or 4 in the playoffs too. But whatever, I'll take a win. Let's move on to the next round. And now for divisional weekend, we get the Eagles earlier than we did in that first playoff run where we faced them in the NFC Championship. This time we draw them in the divisional round. So this one will be interesting. We were able to jump in and beat them. This time we are in Atlanta though, so hopefully that works in our favor as we will go up 7-0 and we get a stop on defense as Jake Elliott misses a field goal. So we'll have great field position, so take advantage, and we don't, of course. Interception though. From our free agent signing Kendall Fuller, can we go score off interception? No, it's instead going to be 3-7. So 16 seconds left. I doubt we do anything. Another interception. So Hurts is playing horrendous. Can we score off the interception though? 10-3. Okay, this is not good enough, dude. We got to go score a touchdown. We're on our own one. I just know if we just allow the Eagles to hang around here, which I might get safetied here, by the way. It would not surprise me at all. Let's see if we can get out of this position. Oh my goodness. All right, we got out of it a little bit. We gave her some space. But I would love nothing more than to knock the Eagles out here and not worry about them tying this game and beating us. That's going to go nowhere. We lost yards. Wow. Okay, so we're about to give them good field position if we do not get a first down here, which we'll see if we can. Drake London, or, I mean, we can't take a sack either, but I think we... Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got so lucky. Holy moly. What an animation we just got there. We got a first down. Okay, we'll take it. I mean, we were about to give them the football in great field position. Instead, we're out of that mess or disaster that could have been. We have Kyle Pitts just running wild here, and now we're in great position here. So let's keep getting this downfield play action. Let's see if we can get something happen here. Now, we do have Mike Evans in London. I'm going to throw London on a go, and we'll just hit Mike Evans underneath if London... I think we have London. Maybe. This might be close. Yeah, so that's not going to be caught. 2nd and 10. Had to take the shot. Didn't work out. All good. All right. Let's just gain some yards here. So we'll throw one of these underneath routes, unless if Evans is open in the corner. Bijan on a wheel route would be crazy, but I don't want to wait that... no, he's not there. I thought Mike Evans was about to be there, but instead we hit Darnell Mooney, who might go to the... No, he's not. Okay, that's going to be a nice gain. But ultimately, like I said, I wanted to make this a 2-possession game because we're on our own one. If we would have given the Eagles the ball back, there's no doubt in my mind they would have tied it, and then who knows where the simulation would have gone from there. But this is going to be a nice gain from Bijan. We're going to put this in the end zone at the end of the day. That's what we're looking to do. I don't care about taking the clock out. I want to push this in the end zone. If we take the clock out in the process of doing it, that's fine. But I'm looking to attack for a touchdown. Give me a block 65. Gonna get 3rd and 3. Okay, so we need a first down. We'll take this in 2-minute warning. But we will definitely go with these underneath routes because I'm going to believe that Pitts or Mooney will get there. Mooney, I could probably throw it to him right away. Yeah, oh, no, he's not. I almost threw that. Oh, we have Y instead. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's kick the field goal. Let's just kick the field goal. We'll rock with the field goal. Let's not overthink this. So that should be a made field goal, I think. There we go. 13-3. So that still makes it a 2-possession game. And there was no... and we got another interception. Okay, 3-13 win over the Eagles. We're back in the NFC Championship, and we'll absolutely take that. So let's go see who it will be in the NFC Championship now that it's not the Philadelphia Eagles. So I was kind of wondering who he'd play in the NFC Championship game, and I thought it'd be the Packers because I remember they went like 15-2 or something, or maybe it wasn't 52, but they were really good. But it's actually the Rams, as you guys seen. We're playing Brock Purdy and the Rams. So Brock Purdy signed with the Rams. and we get to play them. So obviously going to be a very tough team. They should score a lot of points if I had to guess. So hopefully we can come out here, and we're going to go up 7-0. So that's a good start. Can we... Oh, 14-0. So offense is showing out, which is, I thought, what we needed in this one. And we'll go up 20-3. So we missed the extra point, it looks like. But we're up 23-3. So far, so good. So I thought the Rams would give us a lot more, a little bit of a run here, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like this is going to be sweat-free. And just like that, we didn't even have to jump in. We're headed to the Super Bowl once again. Hopefully this time around, we come out on top with that Lombardi trophy. 3 touchdowns from Penix in this one, which is what we love to see. So let's go see who we play in the Super Bowl to hopefully end off the video with a trophy. So in the Super Bowl, it's exactly the same one we had the very first time we were here. It is the Baltimore Ravens again, the Battle of the Birds once again. Hopefully this time we beat them though. So here goes nothing. They're going to not get anything on offense their first drive. Here we go respond with the or I guess we're not responding to anything. We're going to set the table and we're going to score the first touchdown. Nice. But the Ravens will tie it up, but we score quickly. We do miss the extra point, though, which puts a bad taste in my mouth. We have 26 seconds left and 1 timeout. Let me see if I can make some magic happen and maybe get one to a field goal, end zone, something. Also got to make sure we don't make a mistake as well. But we might have Mooney here. Oh, gosh, that pass. Honestly, Mooney might have been there, but that pass sailed a little bit. Not the most accurate pass there. But 21 seconds still left in the clock. We have 1 timeout, which is why I want to get ourselves at least in... Mike Evans and press is interesting, but they are going to have a safety over there. Actually, no, this is going to be one-on-one. I don't know who... Nope, not going to happen. So that's Marlon Humphrey over there, so that's going to suck. I'm still going to go one more play, and we are going to throw... Let's go tight end attack here, because this always works out for me. Love this play a lot. So we need to throw London on a go if we feel like it's open, or we got Kyle Pitts potentially running out of bounds, which is what we want. I'm going to go London here. I'm going to take the shot. 10 seconds left. Can he? No. Gosh, damn it, London. Why can't you just come down with anything? All right, we're going to punt it. Got to punt the ball away. So we're not going to get anything here, but at least we tried. We tried to get ourselves some points before half. That should drain pretty much the clock. 2 seconds left. If they get a field goal before half, I'm going to be pissed. There's no way they do that in 2 seconds. Okay, so we get the ball out of half. Can we go score here? We do. 7-19. And the Ravens will score in response. All right, I'm not going to allow this to happen. I'm going to come in here. We're going to go score a touchdown. We're into the game just like we did in the Eagles one. So we have our backup. I don't know what we got in here. I don't know who some of these guys are, but we're going to go underneath to RB. And that will be our first throw here on this drive. Okay. I think that'll take us to the end of the third. Yep, there we go. All right, so we got to go score here. So I don't even really care about draining the clock. We could take some time off, but at this point, we got to attack still. Like, we're going to run it with Bijan in this possession, or this play, because we only need 3 yards for a first down. Oh, wow. We get more. Oh, my goodness. Can we break it off for a touchdown? No, not quite, but damn. Okay. That seemed to work out well. Let's go right back to it. Blocks were amazing. They're going to bring guys up, and this time they're going to stuff me in the backfield. All right, that's fine. You want to bring them up again? I'll play action you. Let's go play action flood. Let's see if we can catch them slipping. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're going to have London, maybe. London across. Yeah, there he is. There we go. That's what we wanted. And we're not going to get any more yards out of that, but we wanted that. They brought the guys up, and we liked the look of it. And now we're in the red zone. So here we go. Can we go score in the red zone to put ourselves in position to win this game? We're looking to do. We're going to go Mooney underneath, and that was dangerous, but he hangs on 8 yards there. And yeah, that might have been a hospital ball, but thankfully he's fine. All right, so let's do this halfback stretch and see if we can get Bijan. Actually, let's just run it up the middle because I want to lose yards here. So that's going to be a first down. Oh my, we thankfully recover. Holy crap, Bijan, what are you doing? We did not need that right now. So Bijan, you're banned. I'm not giving you the ball back because you almost just screwed us there. All right, so London, we're Kyle Pitts for a touchdown. Either one of them might be there. London, touchdown, W. All right, so that'll put us in prime position to win this game, but the Ravens might score here, and they do. It's 21-26, so all we need to do now, there's going to be 4 stoppages of the clock. They're going to have all their timeouts. So one first down doesn't win the game, but a couple of them should, or get us close to winning it. So that's going to be a nice gain, and that's going to take us past the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5, so they're going to start calling their timeouts here in just a second. That's a 5-yard gain on that first run. All we need to do is make sure the Ravens will get the ball back, and we brought the Falcons to the Super Bowl. And Bijan, do not fumble. But okay, 3rd and 4. We have to be aggressive here. Tight, cheap halfback screen. Do we screen them? Or do we just throw? Let's just throw the ball, man. I mean, we've had success throwing it. It feels like Pitts. We can't do these long developing routes. So we don't need long developing routes. We just need something simple. Let's see if we can get anybody. So Mooney, London. All right, let's see what we got here. London, I think, is there for the first down, which is what we wanted. So first down, London. W. We're going for the win. Now, this isn't over yet with 1 first down, but it's going to get closer. If we can get to like 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 1, that would be the most ideal thing to do. And that gets us nothing. It's 2nd and 11. Okay. We'll run it again. Let's put on true clocks to make sure we obviously get a lot of clock off. But we're going to run this again. That left side seems really open. So we'll see if we get quite a bit of yards here. Give me a block. Oh, that may be first down. That's a first down. That's game. That is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We've brought the Falcons a Super Bowl. The Ravens play themselves on that play. Maybe they thought we were going to throw the ball. I don't know. But we'll kneel this out. Bring the Falcons a Larry O'Brien trophy. Or sorry, Lombardi trophy. This isn't basketball. Lombardi trophy. And yeah, so obviously our first season, we get the Super Bowl, lose to the Ravens. We all know what happened the last time the Falcons won the Super Bowl before that. The 28-3 debacle. Tom Brady. But this time, none of that's happening. Instead, Penix will be hoisting a trophy with the Falcons. Will that happen in real life? Who knows? But Madden seems to think he's going to be phenomenal. Let's just say that. Madden isn't always right, but they do seem to think the Falcons with Penix will be better off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching as always. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.